Hello students. So today we'll discuss some numericals on errors in the measuring instruments. Okay. So firstly I would like to discuss about the absolute error, the numerical on absolute error and relative error. So let's start with the first example. The measured value of resistance is 10.25 ohm, whereas its value was 10.22 ohm. Determine absolute error. So now in this question you need to determine the absolute error in the instrument. So how we can write it as you know, the measured value of the resistance is this, whereas true value is this. So you know that absolute error is represented by delta A, which is equal to measured value minus your true value. So what was your measured value? Measured value was 10.25 and your true value was 10.22. So what would you get? You will get the result as 0.03. 0.03. So this is your absolute error. Okay. So in this way we calculate the absolute error in the resistance, right? So the measured value minus true value, which is your 10.25 minus 10.22, gives you 0.03 ohm. Now we'll move to the next example. Next example says the measured value of a capacitor is 205 microfarad, whereas its true value is 201.4 microfarad. Determine the relative error. So firstly, as you know, the relative error is defined as the ratio of absolute error to the true value. Okay, so we need to find the relative error, but before finding the relative error, firstly we need to know the absolute error. As in the above question you can see, firstly we are finding the absolute error. So our first step here is to find the absolute error. So how we can write it as absolute error, which is represented by your del A equals to your measured value minus true value, right? So what was your measured value minus true value? Measured was 205 and true was 201.4. So what result you are getting? You are getting as 3.9 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Okay, or 3.9 microfarad, right? So this is your absolute error. Now you need to determine the relative error. So relative error is the ratio of static error, that is your absolute error, upon the true value, and if we are talking about in percentage, then we need to multiply it by 100. Okay, but here they are not asking determine the relative error in percentage. So firstly you can determine like this. So what is your delta A here? Delta A was your 3.9 and true value was 201.4, right? So what you are getting from here, you will get the result as let me write the result. You will get the result as as this is in microfarad, right? So microfarad will get cancelled out because this is also microfarad, this is also. So you will get the final output as 0.0. Oh, this cannot be done. So let me do it here. Okay, let me do it here. So your epsilon r is equal to 0.0194. Okay, this is your epsilon r. If I am talking about in percentage, if we will talk about in percentage, epsilon r percentage, then it would be 1.94%. Okay, so this is your final answer of this question. Similarly, so I hope this is clear to you that we can first calculate the absolute error. Absolute error is your delta A, which is the difference between the measured value and the true value. So you got it here as 3.9 microfarad. Then you know to calculate the epsilon r, we have the formula as delta A by 80, which is 3.9 by 201.4. So final result we are getting here as 0.0194, which is epsilon r percentage is 1.94%. Okay, so in this way we are calculating the relative error. Now let's see the third example or the third question. Now third question says a 0 to 10 ampere ammeter has guaranteed accuracy of 1.5% of full scale reading. The current measured by the instrument is 2.5 ampere. Calculate the limiting value of current and percentage limiting error. So this is given as the full scale reading, and this is where this is in percentage given to you has the what is this? This is your limiting error. Okay, so now they are asking if the current measured by the instrument is 2.5 ampere. If the measured value is 2.5 ampere, right? So then how the limiting value of the current and percentage limiting error will be in the desired scale reading, right? So firstly we'll calculate for the full scale. So for 0 to 10 ampere, as you know, delta A would be what? Delta A is equal to your epsilon r is there. So epsilon r, okay, epsilon r percentage, it is in percentage, so epsilon r by 100 it will be, okay, epsilon r into your what would be that? Your this, that is your specific reading which is given to you, specified range. Okay, so that range is given to you 0 to 10 ampere. So let's say it is 10 ampere. And this will be in percentage. Okay, so how we can write it here as 1.5 upon 100 into 10 will give you as 0.15, right? So this will become as 0.15, right? So delta A is your 0.15. Now now you have to calculate for the instrument as 2.5 ampere. Now magnitude of current is measured as 2.5 ampere. Magnitude of current measured as 2.5 ampere. So now we have to calculate the value. So firstly we'll calculate the epsilon r, obviously. Okay, so how we can calculate epsilon r? Delta A upon 80 or AS value which is there into 100. if this is in talking about in percentage. Okay, so if I'm talking about in percentage, so delta A by 80 into 100. So what is delta A here? Delta A will be specific static error. So we will put this value as 0.15. And what is now true value? Now the true value will be a 2.5 ampere. So I will be writing here as 2.5 ampere into 100. Okay. So what we will get here? We will be getting it here as 6%. 6% or 0.06. Okay. 0.06 or 6%. Now, as you know, the limiting value, the limiting range of current can be represented as A is equal to AS 1 plus minus epsilon R. Okay, AS 1 plus minus epsilon R. So how it can be represented? What is your specified value? Specified value was 2.5. 1 plus minus, what was your epsilon R? It is your 0.06. So you are getting like this. Or you can write it as, or epsilon R can be written as, or this can be further written as, how it can be written as, if we open the bracket, this is AS plus minus AS into epsilon R. So AS into epsilon R is what? This is true value, and specific value is also like that. So epsilon R into this true value will be a delta A. So we can further represent it as 2.5 plus minus 2.5 plus minus of delta A. What was your delta A? 0.15. Okay, it was your 0.15. So we can directly write it as 0.15. So this is your range, right? This is your range. So limiting value of current can be measured as limiting value of current. Limiting value of the current is between the limits of what? 2.35 ampere and 2.65 ampere. Limiting value of current is between 2.35 ampere and your 2.65 ampere. So this is your final answer. Okay. So I hope this numerical, you able to understand this numerical, that 0 to 10 ampere was the full scale reading was given, on which the percentage error was 1.5%, right? So we have calculated the static error from there, which is your 0.15. Now the magnitude of current measured is 2.5 ampere as given in the question. So we again have to calculate the relative error on it. So it will be delta A upon 80, which is multiplied by 100. So again we got this 6% or 0.00 or 0.06. Okay, if we are not taking in percentage. Now limiting value of current can be represented as AS 1 plus minus epsilon R, or it can be represented as AS plus minus of delta A, right? So this is your delta A, which is 0.15. Delta A can be further represented as epsilon r into AT or AS. So this I have done. So it can also be written as AS 1 plus minus epsilon r. So limiting value of current under measurement are 2.35 and 2.65 ampere. So I hope this numerical is clear to everyone, right? So we further move to another one, which is your okay. Now next we will discuss next we will discuss this numerical. So okay, now we'll discuss this numerical. I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Okay. Now in this numerical you can see the question is saying a wattmeter having a range of 1000 watt has an error of 1% of full scale deflection. If the true value is 100 watt, what would be the range of the reading? And suppose the error is specified as percentage of true value, then what would be the range of reading? So let's say we'll start with it. Okay. Now, as for the 1000 watt, the error is given as 1%. Okay. So firstly, we'll calculate the limiting error at full scale, right? So first we will calculate the limiting error at full scale. So what would be the limiting error at full scale? 1%. So 1% into 1000. So 1% into 1000 will be your, so it will be your plus minus 10 watt, right? So thus the wattmeter reading is represented as is 100 plus minus 10 watt. That is between 90 and 110 watts, right? So this is your first part is over, right? Limiting error at full scale 1% into 1000. So we'll get 10 watts. So the wattmeter reading is represented as with the limiting value 100 plus minus 10 watt. That means between 90 and 110 watt. Now, if the true value is 100 watt. Now the question saying if the true value is 100 watt. If the true value is 100 watt. Now we have to calculate the range of the reading on 100 watt, right? So we have taken that the wattmeter reading will be on the 100 watt. It will be 100 plus minus 10 watt. Okay. Now they are saying suppose the error is specified as percentage of true value. Error is specified as percentage of true value. So how we can calculate it? Now true value will be your 100 watt now, right? Because the error is specified as percentage of true value. So your relative error epsilon r can be represented as plus minus 10% into your true value will be now your 100 watt. Okay, so true value is of 100 watt. So that means you are getting the error of 10. Okay, you are getting error of plus minus 10. So if this is your value, right, you are getting this. Now suppose the error is specified as percentage of true value. Now we'll see it as percentage of true value. So in that case your magnitude of error can be represented as plus minus 1% into your true value was 100. Okay, because they are saying the error is specified as percentage of true value. Now true value is 100 watt. Earlier we calculated at 1000 watt, right? So your on 100 if we see it, so it will come as 100 plus minus 10 watt. Now in that case we can also calculate the relative error also, 10% of this value and into 100 of that which we are getting here. Okay. So the magnitude of error can be represented here as plus minus 1 watt. Plus minus 1 watt. So on the scale of 100 watt it will be represented as meter may read as 100 plus minus 1 watt which is 99 or 101 watt. Okay, in this way we can do the numerical problem on wattmeter. Okay, so by this we can end this lecture. Okay, in the next class we will do some more numericals on limiting error and the absolute error. Okay.